the next thing I want to do is to put your tongue on your lower lip, just kind of sticking out. This is going to pass some air over your vocal cords and over your the back of your tongue. So make sure you're drinking water here. I don't advocate singing with a lot of air all the time. That's a special effect. But for right now, we want to feel this. Right? Just like in the first lesson. Just like in the first lesson. That open, let it go air. All right? Now, let's apply lesson 3. What we've learned. Remember the little edge. You're a little cracky, okay? It might happen to you too. That's okay. You take your breath, ribs are out, you get that support, you push it into it a little bit more. So what am I doing wrong? I still feel it. It feels like it wants to shift. Well, isn't it supposed to shift? Yes, it's supposed to shift. So why do I have a problem with it? Well, because it feels a little cracky. It feels like it's not going to do it right. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to open my throat a little bit. Now it's starting to get better. So I'm actually starting with an H. That kind of gets me on the footing, feeling open, feeling free. But as I go higher, it compresses into that very light little edge. Now I got to remember all these things at once. I drop my jaw. I take my breath. I have my support. I open my throat. I press down. The notes are going up and down, but the sound is doing this as if you're going. It's one production, okay? Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Okay, and this next one is we're using this pattern. You're up tall. Tongue is out on your lower lip. Feel a little bit of that edge. But you're actually going to use the air to kind of bring in the edge. In other words, that's airy, but then it becomes more of the edge as it compresses, right? So as you're starting the exercise, you'll start with an H. But as you go up, it'll get more solid, more bright, right? Less airy. Here we go. It's good. Think down on the note. Yeah, pressing into the note. So that one kind of curled on you a little bit. Let's go. And now we go. Think that same way. Same way. You got to be fearless about it. Just go shooting into it. Ready to There we go. Do it again. Ha! There. Do it again. Yes. Do it 1,000 times. Oh yeah. That's 2. 3. There you go. All right. So, why does that work? Because you're pushing in from here. Everything here is open. That's the way. Getting it. It's only going to build from there. That's nice. All right. Now we've opened up and we put a little bit of an edge on it. We've gotten our support. And now we're going to move forward. Tongues on the lower lip. Ah.
Ah.
And again, we'll go sirens. Ah.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Think of the word hat.
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
Sometimes there's a tendency to go like, ah, but you don't say hat. You don't say, hey, that's a nice hat. Hey, I can't find my hat. Hey, how do you like my hat? You say hat. Ah.
Ah.
Yes. Ah. Ah. Beautiful.
Ah. 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 Ah.
Now that one, drop your jaw a little bit more and scrunch your nose up. Don't push it. Ah. Release it.
Ah.
So he's finding a little tightness right there. So I'm immediately going to go to a vowel. Go like this. Now.
No.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Ah.
There it is.
Ah.
There it is. Open it up a little bit. Squeeze your butt muscles.
How?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
How?
Good. Now, squeeze your butt muscles again. Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Think hat.
Ha.
There it is.
Ha.
There it is.
Ha.
That's a beautiful thing.
Ha. 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 Ha.
All right, so see what happened there? We're going up that exercise, and as he approached the top, he got up to that B flat and B. It started to fry a little bit. So what does he got to do? Well, we're warming it up, but there's a couple things you can do. 1, open your throat. 2, squeeze your butt muscles together a little bit. And 3, make sure you're not trying to yell that top. Ah! And what we did to find that place was we just went to a vowel like ow. Ow has a quality to it. There's a roundness there. It has to do with the diphthong. Ow. Ow! And he found it. It was great. Now, know this. If you have to get really loud to get to the high part of the exercise, you might not be doing it right. If you're getting sore at all, then you're not doing it right. Don't let that happen. Stuff that's new will tend to work your muscles in a certain way. You might feel something, but you should never feel a sore throat. You should never feel like, oh my gosh, I wore my voice out. You should never feel like that. Not from this. Unless you're overdoing it. There is a such thing as overdoing it. Even the best technique in the world should not be overdone. So you got to gauge that for yourself, and you got to get smart with it. If you need help, then you Skype me. We'll figure this out. But I think if you stick to our game plan here, you're going to have no problem. All right? So, your job at the end of this chapter is to be able to go all the way up and all the way down in your range and have and hold on to that little edge so that even though your voice is shifting registers, it is not cracking. If you don't have that, then you got to ask yourself, all right, did I actually get out of chapter 1? Was I really able to, was I really able to open up that much? to where it didn't crack. Did I really learn the support in chapter 2? Taking that breath. Now that I'm there, am I really controlling my volume and not trying to be too loud and yell this? Because if you're trying to yell this, it won't work. The louder you are, the better your technique has to be. So you do not want to be starting loud. Does that make sense? Because I'm going to say it again. The louder you are, the better your technique has to be. So it's ridiculous to start trying to be loud. You need to control your volume. You need to bring it down to here. You know, most people have this much power in their chest voice and they've got this much power in their head voice. Well, that's nice that we're building up the head voice. But you've got to maybe say, okay, I'll bring down the chest voice a little bit so that they meet in the middle. It's all about balance. Balance is everything. Balance is everything. Once you're balanced, then you can start linearly across the board, raising your volume, raising your intensity. Okay? All right, that's the end of the lesson for the video part. So get to those audio exercises, get on them, repeat them over and over and over, work that voice. You're doing a great job.